It's Wednesday, May 23rd. Welcome to Pastor Bob Daily. Yesterday I started talking about the disconnect between our real life and our Christian life, and I just kind of alluded to it yesterday. I want to talk more about it today. I think this is a really important aspect of our lives. Now, I've been doing Facebook now for a few years, as a lot of you have. And, of course, before Facebook, it was MySpace, and before that it was, way before that, it was this thing we called letters, mail, snail mail. We actually used to write things out, sign our name on it, put it in an envelope, put a stamp on it, and physically send it through the mail. Amazing, isn't it? I don't even know the last time I sent something through the mail. Maybe you're the same way as I am. Email and Facebook, and there's so many things that help us to keep up these days. We don't really use the older ways of communication. But one of the things that has happened is that we have a lot of communication, a lot more communication than usual. Because it used to take something to sit down and write a letter, so we didn't do it as often as we might. But these days, it just takes a second to jot down a note to our friends, and we're in touch with a lot of people, a lot of things, a lot of organizations. Any kind of information you want to find, you can find it on the web. It is the information age. It's the digital age. And folks, it's the disconnect age. Now, I think this is important. There's a real difference between reality and fantasy. And we understand that difference. But sometimes we don't understand the difference between reality and actually being involved in reality. We get the concepts, we understand even what we might believe, and we can feel really passionate about something and never ever be involved with it. I find this all the time with the homeless ministry. So many people say, man, I love what you're doing, and I appreciate that. Some people once in a while sending in some finances to help. But I posted a few days ago for here in Nashville that I really need some help for this week. We're doing a big park picnic for all the homeless, and we'll have a lot of people there. And I said, are there people that can help me cook? Virtually no one. 2 people offered to help cook. One that hasn't before, and I'm excited for that. One that usually does. So, what about that disconnect? Sometimes we're all talk, but it goes deeper than that. We honestly feel that we are putting in what we need to when we have an opinion on something. As long as I'm doctrinally correct, as long as I show the compassion from my heart in a well-written Facebook post, then I'm okay. I've expressed myself. And folks, it isn't okay. You really need to get a life, a Christian life, outside of this box that you're watching on right now. You need to go outside of this, and you need to get out there and do some things. There are people around who need you, not just your opinions, not just what you believe, but really need you. And, I've been doing Facebook for a while now, as I said, and other things like it. And I realize that there are people who are passionate about things. If I post something doctrinally, there are many people right there real quick to correct me if I need correction in their opinion. Or people there that say, man, you're so right. Or people that say, man, I feel guilty. Or people, there's so many different kinds of responses. And yet, not a lot of action. Most people kind of have it down what they believe. But they're not involved. Well, you say, Pastor Bob, how do you get involved? You know what? You just do. You open up the front door to your home and you walk out. There are all kinds of needs around you. You really don't have to look very far to find them. And begin the real life expression of your faith. I hope, folks, that you will begin to narrow that gap between that disconnect between your real life and your Christian life on paper, because they're not the same. You need to be involved. God bless you. Have a great day.